been a hot fucking minute, guys. I've had quite a bit of downtime. And I've been trying to figure shit out in my life. And I wasn't happy. Like, streaming wasn't making me happy. Playing the games that I was playing wasn't making me happy. So trying to figure that out took some time. Now I'm back. Alright. Probably over here. You're right here. Because I switched my setup around actually quite a bit. So trying to get that figured out too, because I've been messing around quite a bit with my setup. And I got a couple other things that are coming soon. So just give me time to get that figured out. And then hopefully soon I get to upgrade my PC as well. Because as you probably see, that it's gonna lag a little bit. I've been messing with the settings, trying to get it right. Because today we are playing Hogwarts Legacy. Been actually really excited for this game, so see how it is. I've been seeing some pretty decent stuff online. I haven't watched any spoilers or nothing like that. I want to get a full-fledged experience personally. I don't want spoilers. I don't want anything like that. So that's where we're going to play it today. And figure I'm majorly quiet. How's that? Is that better? Like I said, I've been messing with my setup a lot, so that's where I'm trying to figure it all out. Okay, good. Hopefully it doesn't lag too much. So we'll see what happens. It's already lagging, bro. What's going on, Chris? It's already fucking lagging, man. And I tried to put it down to 1920 1080p, and there it is. God damn it. No, actually the requirements are a lot different than what you're describing. The requirements are actually downgraded quite a bit. But I tried to play it on 1920 1080p, and it like made my screen so much fucking smaller. So now I have to figure out how to make it from not lagging. And it might be... Give me 2 seconds. I want display capture, I want game capture. I want Hogwarts. Give me 2 seconds. I'm figuring it out. Is that better? Okay, so hopefully this is better. Right? It's probably gonna lag a little bit. Okay, perfect. That's what I'm looking for. I don't know. That definitely does not look like me. That definitely also does not look like me. This is probably the closest I'm getting. I do not have freckles. So that's going bye-bye. Where is that? Get those off my screen. I have perfect complexion. I gotta give him scars, man. Like, he's gotta look a little fucked up. Alright. That's actually kind of cool looking if I'm being honest. Hey, bro. Don't be talking about my complexion like that, alright? I need some cool looking scar, you know what I mean? Baby butt skin. Alright. Baby butt skin my ass. I am not seeing my hairstyle though, so that's kind of killing it a little bit. Wait. I mean, that's as close as I'm probably gonna get, but that's honestly as close as I'm gonna get to it. I know I tell the truth. I tell nothing but the truth. This is honestly like the best I'm gonna be able to get from that hair color. Alright. My hair color is definitely okay. Give me blonde, not that blonde. I don't even know my own hair color, bro. What is that? Is it like that? I think it's like that. It's definitely not that. What's my own hair color, bro? Alright. I can't grow a beard. Okay. I want to, but I can't. But is that my hair color? Is it bad that I don't know my own hair color? I feel like it's bad. Should I give him a unibrow? I'm not giving him a unibrow. Sure. Eyebrow color? I feel like it's like something. I think it's like that.
A few cobwebs and some dust.
That was quite something. I am indeed a student. It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class. I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you.
Alright. I dig it. I do have a bit more of a square jaw, so like where's that? What was that one? Okay, but I look 12. Rogaine? Okay, now I gotta look up Aaron Carter. I do not look like Aaron. Well, okay. Okay, listen. It changes. It honestly does. Like, it goes darker and then it goes lighter. So, like, it's really hard for me to tell if this is, like, my actual hair color. Should I put glasses on them? No. Those are fucking ugly. Okay, but now I look sick. Why do these kids all look like they're all sorts of fucked up? I know I can, but that's a lot of work. I know I'm not that dark. I know I'm white as fuck. But I don't know. That's about as good as I'm gonna get, guys. Dead light, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, but she's all the way in the other room. All right, if it lags, I apologize.
It appears we are almost ready to depart. It's a pity we didn't have a bit more time to spend on spellcasting. I presume you've been practicing the spells we worked on.
I have, Professor.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never seen anyone take so quickly to a second-hand wand. You'll be a force to be reckoned with when you get your own.
Thank you, Professor Fig. I appreciate you working with me all the time.
He sounds like Harry Potter.
Oh, Eleazar!
George, glad my rather cryptic description of our location did not thwart your findings.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this. Though I confess I may have miscalculated slightly on my first try. Gave quite the fright to some theatergoers in the West End.
It's been much too long. When I received your owl, I must say I...
Best not speak here, Eleazar.
Of course. Why don't we speak en route to Hogwarts? We have a start-of-term feast and a sorting ceremony to get to.
Wonderful idea. As long as your young charge here doesn't mind me tagging along.
Not at all, sir.
After you.
Ages since I've been to the castle. Would be good to see the old pile of rocks.
There's no horse on that carriage. Oh, it why? What the fuck? Okay, I think this is more like the game itself, like lagging like this. It's definitely not me. So, because it's lagging on my screen too. Like, don't get it twisted. So, now. Seen the movie. Yeah, I've seen the movies. I've seen all the movies. I am what you say, a quote-unquote Harry Potter nerd. Yeah, I was being sarcastic. I know what they are. They're actually quite fucked up when you think about it.
And who is your traveling companion?
A new student.
New?
Yes, sir.
No, I'm serious.
I'm
I've seen
starting school as a
1
fifth
through
year.
7, part 2.
How extraordinary.
So yeah. I have actually seen all the
None
movies.
of the faculty has ever heard of anyone
Multiple
being
times,
admitted to
actually.
Hogwarts.
Even ask Lauren. You can message her right now, and she will tell you that I have seen every single one of those
fifth
movies.
years will have been honing their magical skills for 4 years now. The headmaster asked if I could get our new student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher,
Yeah,
he's
they
also
only
remarkably intuitive and gifted wizard.
starting as a 5th year.
Mr.
Yeah.
Osric is part of flattery. I dare say
so
it's one of the reasons he's risen so
the,
far up the ministry.
The horses only respond, like, you can only see the horses if you've seen death. So, like, Harry could see him because he saw his parents die. Neville could see him because his parents died. Luna could see him, I think, because she saw her mother die.
Although I've yet to convince my colleagues,
Think it was her mother?
I believe he
Could have been her
is
sister.
a significant threat. And it was your wife, Eleazar, who alerted me to his activities months ago.
Miriam? How?
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died. Wondering what
I will say that the mocap is actually really, really good right now. Because I've seen some stuff on that, like people saying that it's not as good, and right now it's fucking phenomenal.
It was the last thing she sent me, Eleazar. It came to me via her owl, but with no correspondence.
Well, yeah, but the reason why he could see is because he initially saw
to keep it safe.
his mom and dad die. So, like, regardless of what age he was, he could see him.
Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal. That symbol.
What's that glow?
I don't see a glow.
Nor do I.
Nor do I. It's not seamless, no. And obviously, as time goes on, they're gonna up the game and shit. But
We do not know.
what the fuck? Yo. We gonna start out like this? We're starting out like this?
The key! Give me your hand!
Dude, I got chills from that shit. That dragon just up and fucking bit this dude.
Are you alright? You're hurt.
Perhaps a bit.
Take this.
Fuck.
It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
Just drink the shit.
What happened?
Right?
Poor George. I can't believe he...
Khaleesi's been sick of me.
What the hell got into that damn thing? Attacking a carriage mid-air? A typical dragon would never...
Okay, but that's not a typical dragon, is it?
Sir,
Obviously not, sir.
where are we?
I'm not sure. But that key you discovered was clearly a port key.
Port key.
An item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
I'm feeling better, sir, if you'd like to look around a bit.
I would. But stay close. We've no idea who created this port key. Or why.
Yeah. You can definitely tell that, like, day one for, like, early release, like, early access, it's definitely, like, spotty on the connection, but...
I do. This has not been the day either of us expected. But Miriam sent that portkey.
I also have it on external, so
I believe that she
we'll
and
see.
now George died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead to. If you're sure you're all right and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good. Let's see if we can find a path, however faded it may be.
True. See, but like that's because I was seeing like stuttering was a problem.
Where do you suppose
Which is
your wife
fine.
got the portkey that brought us here?
A good question. Miriam
Just-
spent years searching for evidence of a long-forgotten form of ancient magic.
Ancient magic?
Yes.
Okay, so
A powerful magic wielded
B
by a
is
rare few that seems to have
roll.
been lost to time. Hogwarts Castle was built by, and is itself a stronghold of that ancient magic. I don't know where she came into possession of the portkey.
camera's gonna be a little bit to get
Certain it
used
was
to.
do with that search.
I think like once we're in like
There's
combat
the
and shit,
path
that's
down
gonna be a little bit
below.
different.
This
But
way.
it's kind of like
But sir,
Arkham
how
Knight,
was your wife
like Arkham
searching
games.
for evidence of lost magic?
Miriam wanted to understand why such powerful magic disappeared from the wizarding world. Spoke of the good it could do. But magic is no different than any power. What really matters is the one who wields it.
Is that ice?
It's not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of enchantment. Someone wanted to block this path. Let's
Yeah,
see some of that
I'm getting a
one
little
word
bit
you
of
were
that feeling
practicing.
too.
Focus on the center. Excellent. That was a bit rougher than I'd expected. Your one work's improving with every cast.
Thank you, sir.
I just tried to reload.
Ah, up there.
Oh my god. All
We're
right.
close now. It's just ahead.
Yeah, I can't say it was one of my proudest moments. That's definitely not how that works. I mean, you guys know like the path I'm gonna go down, right? Like anybody who like knows me knows the path I'm gonna go down.
Almost there.
Yeah. I'm not used to this path.
Why would someone have built this here?
I suspect they valued their privacy. That portkey led us here for a reason. Let's have a look around for anything that seems out of place.
This wall looks out of place.
Professor, it's a mural of some kind.
Perhaps our host was a noted seer. Interesting.
Okay, so okay, that's cool. It gives you like full detailed description of what you're supposed to do.
Professor, this statue,
This may have been his home.
Okay. Well, I'm going this way, considering this is where it's going to take me.
That enchanted crystallized stone again. But what could it be blocking? What's this? Professor Fig!
Oh. Hello. Oh, I'm going to really be a master flicker. Like, look at that master flicking right there. It's all at the flick of the wrist.
And how is there a room behind it?
What room? I don't see anything.
There's that glow again, like the glow on the portkey container.
What in Merlin's name?
Wake the
Godric's
Goblin.
heart.
Where are we?
I don't believe it.
Oh. This must be the bank.
Hello?
Because obviously it says Goblin Banker, but like I'm not gonna sit here and say that this is the like bank, right?
It can't be.
Character design so far is actually pretty decent.
Just a moment. Ooh. Where are we here? Welcome to Gringotts Wizarding Bank. Vault number 12, I presume. Precisely. The key? Hmm?
Your wife's portkey.
Oh, yes, of course. This way, then. Stay close.
Yeah, but okay, so Avalanche, this is their very first like massive game that's like this. So like for their very first game that they put thousands of man hours into, like from what I understand, there are parts of it that could have been better, but parts of it that are beautiful. So it really just kind of depends. And it's a lot better than PS2.
How many vaults are there?
Hundreds. In fact, you'll see
Harry
quite a
Potter
few on
game.
our way to vault number 12. As we speak, we're just beneath the main lobby. The vaults you see now are the newest.
Are private entrances to the bank common at Gringotts?
They are most
Because like we haven't even gotten to like the Hogwarts and shit. So like I'm saving any reserved feeling towards the design until we get to like Hogwarts and start going through the story and like seeing everything.
That waterfall washes away all enchantments. It's a security measure.
Experienced the thief's downfall before, have you?
Heard of it?
These
Right.
are the lower vaults that we're passing now.
How deep are we going?
Vault number 12 was commissioned shortly after
Because from what
was founded over
this
4
is supposed to be like a
centuries
massive
ago. It
open
was out
world
in the
game,
deepest part
so
of the
like
bank. 7
where this
with
design
vital
could have been
distance
better,
to
they
go.
probably put somewhere else. Right. If you know, if you don't have the detail of flicking your wrist right, like come on.
Vote number.
Vote number.
12. Momentous day.
On your way.
Look at that flick of that wrist. Woo. I don't think my hair is that blonde. It feels like it is. Like I think it is.
Professor, the armband that guard was wearing was glowing.
Like the glow you saw on the portkey container?
No, darker. I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
what was that?
We were just wondering about that goblin back there.
He watches over the oldest section of the bank. Rare anyone goes there anymore. Here we are.
When was the last time this vault was accessed?
A goblin has been stationed at my desk for hundreds of years. In that time, no one has visited Vault 12 until today.
All right.
Vault 12.
Thank you for your help.
What do you suppose we should be looking for?
I'm not sure. Sir, I wonder if you
The
might...
instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door.
Wait!
Best of luck.
All right.
Professor?
That was certainly unexpected. Let me think. There must be something here. Revelio, perhaps?
Revelio?
Yes, a revealing charm. No time like the present. Let's see what we're missing, shall we? Ready your wand and focus.
What? So I must be just
There! I saw something.
weird, because I saw it before you did.
A door.
Well, that's a start. There's that symbol again. I don't suppose you see a way to...
I do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw on the port key container.
If what you can see reveals the way forward, then I dare say we are about to discover the secret of this vault.
You don't
Lead the
say.
way. Lumos! This is no ordinary vault.
Revelio.
I suspect we will need to earn our way out of here.
What do you mean, earn our way out? Do you think this is some
So
sort of
can I
test?
not use Lumos?
I do. But to what end, I can't say. Stay close. There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not
Revelio.
out of Gringotts.
I see something up ahead.
What is it?
That glow again, but on the floor.
Lumos! What happened?
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
What statue?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor. Revelio.
I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait. When you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
Okay, so this is how you learn spells then. From what I'm gathering.
Lumos.
Well done.
Now the reflection is turning towards me. It does follow the light.
Look out!
Protego!
Accio! Defendo! Levioso! Deposo! Deposo!
Okay, but I don't have any of them fancy spells yet.
Exposo! Defendo! Confrio! Defendo! Confrio!
Ow.
Deposo! Levioso!
Okay, anybody want to hit me? Oh.
Exposo! Deposo! Confrio! Levioso! Exposo! Confrio!
Well, that was rude.
Levioso! Lumos! Stay close!
Okay, but it's a pretty well lit area, man. I feel like this is unnecessary. And he's gone.
Professor! Professor Fig! Professor, where are you?
Insert jump
This
scare
isn't good.
here.
Where am I supposed to go? What's happening? The wisps of magic seem to be leading me somewhere.
Okay, so let's follow it. Maybe dodge in the process.
That's where they're leading me. That glow again.
Now let me guess, we're gonna do the same thing.
I suppose I'm on my own this time. I need to align these statues with their reflections.
Okay. Okay, but I'm activating them, so like I don't know.
Perhaps I need to get them all to stand at once.
Okay, so I get them. Oh.
It seems I have no choice. I'm going to have to fight my way out of here.
Well, this is awesome. Okay. Okay, but right. Just give me a second here. Oh, there's one behind me. I gotta hold it?
Lumos.
Some DD Dark Alliance in here too. Do I have to do this again? No, just a weird door. Alright. Okay. Potion?
There you are. How did you... What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive for viewing memories. I wonder... Follow my lead.
Okay, well, they kept that true. I mean, hey, man, it's a pretty decent universe, man.
The portkey is well hidden, perhaps too well.
Watch that, I'll be right back.
The path we've created may be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can. Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain. Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the ritual wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge, and the responsibility that accompanies it. We've done all that we can.
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why. We were...
It all looks rather different than it did a moment ago.
Someone's coming.
Who were they?
I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in here.
I was right.
Ranrock.
Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Rackham's vault.
And why
Damn,
are
Tracy.
you here?
No need for that. Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
You ugly dude.
Sir, they had the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have them.
Well, that was rude.
I have no patience for traitors. Now, where were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Well, perhaps your
Oh! No, I have played Shadow of War, and I agree. But he's still ugly looking. Move? That was a lot. For like the very first scenes, like that was a lot, dude.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
It can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
Now we get into the nitty-gritty shit. I want to know like the range at which you can like choose your animal, and then wands. Obviously, with sorting, you only have 4 choices, but it was the lamppost that gave it away. Waffles, it's a fucking bag, dude. Just lay on it like you do everything else. See that at the bottom corner? It's a hint. Oh, the game was frozen. I hope they do like a quality or an update so it's not serious. The lamppost gave it away. Stamped. That's middle phase. They were outside Hogwarts. Yeah.
Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now,
All right.
I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony? Phineas.
It's lagging on mine, so
Black.
it's not just you. I promise.
Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us.
It's not just you.
The sorting ceremony
Or it's not
is
just the
over.
stream. Like,
There
it's lagging pretty bad on mine.
Complications.
Complications?
What?
It
It's not gonna be
seems the goblin
Slytherin,
here
bro.
Goblins. I've
You
no time
don't
for
know what you're
rumors,
talking
Fig,
about.
And I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Like, whenever it goes to like that, like, I don't...
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
This is based in the 1800s, so we're seeing...
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be
Yeah,
gleaned by having an
1990, yeah.
adventurous
I think it's
spirit.
1991
Your
to 98 or
professors
something like
have
that.
a great deal to teach you as well. Interesting. You've recently learned that you possess a rare ability. I detect a growing sense of ambition, an eagerness for power. Perhaps you belong in Slytherin.
First house it gave me was Slytherin. I'm gonna accept that house. That was cool as shit.
You belong in Slytherin!
Big oof.
Oh, and one more thing.
It's
Due to
gonna
the
lag.
unfortunate
I'm
injury
sorry.
on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's
It's been
Quidditch
lagging
season
for me,
has
too.
been cancelled. Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether. But don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do.
All right,
before
Chris.
classes
Have a good
begin
night.
Tomorrow.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way. It's quite uncommon for a student to begin.
Oh, I
as a fifth
agree.
year. It may be a bit of a challenge, but one I'm sure you're up for.
I can be quite resourceful.
I suspected as much. This is the entrance to the Slytherin common room. In order to enter, one must simply speak the correct password. Aspiration.
Very well. Aspiration.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
never saw the Slytherin
suppose some
cover
introductions
entrance
are in
or
order.
Hufflepuff or Ravenclaw. That is very true. We never did. We did see inside of Slytherin for like a slight minute, but we never saw anything like that after that.
Can I help you? Ah, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escorts to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
It was dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
Yeah.
It was nice meeting you, Sebastian. I'll let you get back to your book.
Nice meeting you too. Good luck today.
I wouldn't do that.
It's like whenever it goes into like a bigger room, it then just like lags for a minute.
Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Checkmate. Told you. You should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Perhaps Professor Fig's friend would have survived if we'd had your help.
Precisely. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying.
She is
I can
definitely
teach you
Irish.
more than Kagawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
I think I heard one.
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
You're definitely in the right house. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
He's blind.
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
Yeah, whenever... Jesus. Why do you gotta run so damn fast?
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this.
Whenever there's like a new area, it lags. I don't...
Well, you are here.
I'm sure it'll
Make the most.
stabilize.
You only have
but-
one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year...
No,
you
not a
need
very
to
strong
catch
one.
up with
Only
your
in like
classmates
certain
and
words.
not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
Now, what is this?
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings.
Can we run?
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic.
See, I like that. They put enough detail to be able to actually like take step by step instead of just run up them.
Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide can provide?
Okay. Okay, so as you go, you'll unlock, like, certain appearances and stuff. I'm guessing, like, that's how some spells are gonna be, too. No. It kind of, like, glitched out for a second.
Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Okay, so it looks like these are all the spells that we can learn. So, 28 spells. In the beginning is pretty damn slow, I will say that.
Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
It's definitely a bit slower in the beginning, but I think as we go on, it'll be a lot better. Fast travel at Hogwarts. Well, you kind of have to imagine, like, this, like, regardless if it's mapped out or not, like, I'm sure that they mapped out the entire castle, so now you can go down into the dungeon, or you could go all the way to the top of the peak. And from what the developers had said, if you can see it, you can probably go to it. So
These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Alright, so what am I supposed to do? Oh, I gotta talk to him. Okay.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today.
I haven't played Mass Effect in so long, so you'd have to tell me how.
Masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival.
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well,
I don't think I ever
Weasley
played
is a
Andromeda.
brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, And so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Yeah, I suppose.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies.
I like the fact that there's dialogue options.
You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend.
To be honest, I kind of have like a love-hate relationship with the beginning of this, is that it's making you go step by step. Because like I like that, but because it helps with the story, because instead of just going and exploring, like you can go do, it's making you go do stuff step by step, and I like that. But at the same time, I kind of like, I'm anxious to go explore too, so. And then it lags again, because it's like a brand new thing.
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales.
I honestly don't.
And lived to boast about it.
What's irritating is that it's lagging so bad.
To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso!
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, Levioso. Good. Now, the basic cast. Well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego.
Every time it switches scenes, it just fucking lags, and it's pissing me off.
Levioso! This should be easy. Protego. Complicates things. This can't be your first duel. Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
I do enjoy a lively duel.
Leviosa.
If only all of the students were this adept. Use the basic cast when your opponent's guard is down.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Heckert. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication,
See if I
we
lower
can
the
expect
settings,
great
if that'll
things
help.
from you. I
Because I'm
demand excellence
getting
from
irritated
my
with how
students.
bad it's lagging.
They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to, again, well done today. I shall all
where is it? Right here. Let's hope that helps.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires
Is it better on your
education
end, Nick?
and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck, or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue pants.
Alright, I gotta up the sensitivity too. That's the bathroom. Oh, okay.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him.
Like, I can tell that there's a little bit of lag, but
Behind you.
nothing crazy.
There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student.
Yeah.
Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Like, I notice the sputtering every now and then.
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Yeah, the beginning is pretty damn slow, but I don't think that's that big of an issue.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm. Very good. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. Splendid! That's it! Very good! Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Bisha. There we go.
Accio.
Stay focused.
Watch this.
All right. Oh, okay. I get it now. The longer you hold it.
That is how it's done.
Accio.
Yep. All right. I got it down now.
Excellent control there. Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Let us see this.
It all depends on how long you hold the trigger down for. So. Nope, off the board. Fuck.
Don't lose your composure.
Bisha.
It's definitely all depends on how like you hold the ball. And now she's gonna have 3 to my 2. So like that's gonna suck. Okay.
Splendid.
Here we go. Phew.
Accio.
Quite impressive.
Yeah. Getting used to that is gonna be difficult.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
That's what I was thinking at the end. I didn't know if that would have worked. That's why I was trying to get both of mine on there so I could get at least like a little bit of a higher score, but I'm sure that's going to be a game that you can play a lot, so I might actually play again.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left, and with you. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use
A word, if you would.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, An outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Hello
What
there.
are these
You're the new
chests?
student, aren't you?
Oh, it's upstairs.
If it's seed by marker, I've upset Madam Green one too many times.
Handy
There's a
resource.
chest right
the
here.
werewolves joined the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752?
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Ooh, fight, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flack?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack. She says it's a boot and he says it's a flack.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all
I might as well just roll it until I get it.
Both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't boot.
Oh,
and it
there's
wasn't flack,
more.
But you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
No. Okay, so there's obviously something that I gotta figure out. No. 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 I don't know. Alright, so I gotta go downstairs.
Hogsmeade, no London.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
So where do I gotta go? God damn it. Okay, so it's on this level. Can you pet cats? You can pet a cat. That's cool.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
I know.
Ah,
I don't think he's
there
around,
you
so I might be okay.
I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
I'm not sure I have time for extra assignments, Professor.
You shall find the time. You'd be astonished to know just how much you don't know. In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is. Accio! Levioso! Accio! Got it.
Spurs is lagging bad again.
A flying page must be around here somewhere. Brilliant. Revelio.
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't too much trouble.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvel. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in...
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic. That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Repair.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, Hogsmeade...
What's going on, Tracy? I can't get it to stop lagging, so... It's a lot better than it used to be, but...
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you. Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded. Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient.
Man, they're expecting us to run all the way to fucking Hogsmeade.
From the Forbidden Forest, look!
What's going on?
See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Likely already.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Oh, hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah, you can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead. Have you
you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface. Loads to see, places to discover.
Oh? Any you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps one day. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling. I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful. Mr. Moon! He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying.
Alright, I'm gonna have to get this fixed because it's obviously not working. So, I will get it fixed and then we will be back tomorrow.
What he's putting in his pumpkin juice.
Streaming this,
He's
alright?
obviously had